Analyzing your ideas. Ideas need to be analyzed to make sure that they are workable and meet your specified criteria. After a creative session, evaluate all the ideas against your goals. Identify instant winners, categorize ideas, and decide what could be implemented. Tip: remember that data only becomes information after it is categorized. Recognizing winners. An instant winner is an idea that can be put in place immediately, providing instant benefits. For example, in a major management attitude change program, the idea was to provide training for 800 managers from 5 different sites. Conventional training sessions were considered impractical, so a brainstorm was held to find a solution. Analysis of the results produced an instant winner idea. Train them all at once. The result was a training session held in a local hall capable of holding a large number of people, with successful results. Tip: pinpoint the ideas that are obviously instant winners. And choose the easiest ideas to implement initially. Categorizing ideas. With the exception of brainstorming, categorization is an integral part of the process of all the creative tools. After a brainstorming session, however, you are generally left with a large amount of random information. This then has to be captured and analyzed. The most effective way of doing this is to form categories. Once you have done this, list the ideas under the category headings. Highlight the ideas that are easy to implement and make sure that radical ideas are included in the list. Tip: choose categories that will help you manage the data. Assessing criteria. Now that you have categorized the ideas, you can begin to rate them. For example, if the brainstorm ideas were focused on improving productivity, judge ideas by considering their potential impact on performance. Assess all of the ideas against this criterion. Once you have identified the ideas that meet the need, rate them in terms of achievability and value using a 10-point scale. Then, select the ideas you will implement. Tip: judge ideas on their achievability and their value, and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. Stimulating ideas. People can find generating ideas difficult, especially when it means moving into the unknown. Try to find best practice examples to help inspire your team. Lead people with confidence, and ask questions that open new avenues of thought. Tip: try changing the way that you look at a problem. Making comparisons. Provide your team with a structure for creating out-of-the-box solutions to existing problems. To help generate and assess ideas, try comparing the features of something you would like to improve against a best practice example. This method is known as metaphor analysis. Begin by thinking general terms about what you want to achieve and then ask yourself, where in business, sport, or nature is this already done well? Then ask, what are the features that make it successful? Compare your current situation against the best practice situation, and start to generate ideas. Tip: empower people to generate solutions. Being assertive. Our interpersonal behavior can be characterized as either directive, passive, or assertive. Directive behavior, which involves telling people how to do things, is designed to get things done in the way we would like. Passive behavior is the acceptance of someone else's directions. Assertive behavior is based on questioning what we do, as well as seeing new and better ways of doing things. Be assertive when you lead others, so that you open the door for suggestions and ideas. Tip: set a good example to your team by being proactive. Asking questions. There are two types of question. Open questions, those that seek general information while also generating dialogue, and closed questions, those that ask for specific information and discourage discussion. Open questions are those that cannot be answered with a straight yes or no response. Recognize that these types of question are the lifeblood of creativity. Use open questions to encourage your team to think creatively and explore ideas. Help them get outside the box of accepted thought. Tip: use questions that challenge accepted thought. And use closed questions to access information. Being specific, sometimes it is useful to use closed questions, for instance when you want to find out some specific information. There are two main types of closed question. There are those that produce definite yes and no answers, such as questions that begin with did you, can you, will you. And there are those that seek specific answers and facts, such as how old are you, or what is your name. These provide reference information. Once something specific has been identified, explore it by using open questions. Tip: be polite when you ask people questions. Using open questions result in answers that give you clues about the other person's feelings. Such questions might be, what do you hope to do when you have finished at college, or what did you think about that film? The answers to these questions provide a broader response, as well as an insight into the attitude of the respondent. The easiest way to ask an open-ended question is to begin the sentence with a specific request such as, please outline your views on, or please tell me a little about. Use phrases that indicate that you want to hear an opinion. Tip: use closed questions to start a discussion, and then develop it by asking open questions. And be sensitive when asking questions. Avoid making people feel as if they are being interrogated. Reviewing ideas: organizations waste a great deal of money every year on new ideas that fail because they have not been challenged and examined objectively. Use the different perspectives of your team members to test the potential of ideas. Tip: challenge ideas in order to fully understand what they represent. Employing a strategy. The Disney strategy is based on a method that Walt Disney used to solve problems. His philosophy was to integrate creative and logical thinking so that they took place in a sequence. In this way, ideas could be properly examined and problems effectively solved. He said that every meeting should have a dreamer, a realist, and a critic present. Each of these types of thinkers has an important role to play in the examination of ideas. Identify what kind of thinker you and other members of your team are. Tip: decide whether you are a dreamer, a realistic, or a critic. And notice what roles people in your team tend to play. Improving your procedures. For organizations to remain competitive, they need continually to develop what they do in the way that they do it. Apply creative methods to analyze procedures and review your organization's practices to make sure that they are efficient and up to date. Tip: keep reviewing and questioning to stay ahead of the game. Evaluating results. Good proposals need to be refined to make sure that they will do the job they were designed to do. There will always be people who oppose creative solutions, so identify the strengths and weaknesses of your ideas and then present your proposals with confidence. Tip: inspire people to accept any changes that you propose. Improving team effectiveness. We can improve the way we work only by reflecting objectively on our performance, identifying the areas for improvement, and then taking action. Aim to continually improve your own creative performance and that of your team. Tip: remember that a team is only as strong as its leader.
Hi viewer, please like, subscribe our channel with comments.